The market of Sleepy Hollow is a bustling place. This is the second market we have right now, and there is plenty of room to grow. So in this episode, Sleepy Hollow wants to grow further, and that is not only because we want to provide more goods to the people, we also want to have more types of weapons and also becoming a bit more independent from importing that pesky iron that we need all the time. And yeah, in order to do this, Sleepy Hollow has successfully conquered its neighboring territory Earlhart, that is over here right now, from the Baron. So the Baron, he hopefully stays quiet for a while, because in this area now we have rich iron deposits. I mean, 300 at least, that's something. We have a rich stone deposit. That's great actually, because we have no more stone. Already need to import that. And we also have some additional clay. Unfortunately, this territory, as far as I can see, also has no berries, right? So we're still not going for berries. It would be down here to offer a new type of good then to the great people of our city. But right now, we have to go with the iron. I'm really looking forward to this. So of course, where else should we start our settlement than on this plateau? It really is the only place that makes sense to me, right? So let's go ahead and start with it. That is the settlers camp. This costs me treasury, so 250 coin from that. And with that, we can claim the territory really for us with a settlement that also gets then, of course, attacked and stuff like that. But we'll just see. Let's place it. We only can go for the town here, right? Everything else is not available yet. And then I can go with the starting supplies. Also, once again, this is based primarily on how much it costs me. So I think with the average one, we can speed things up a bit faster. And 500 coin we can easily afford, right? It does not decide how many people actually will settle here. It's always 5 families that we're starting with. So once again, yeah, we have them here. And we're going to also rename this one here to the great region of Sarin. That is one of my Patreon supporters. Thank you very much for your support, for your continued support. And we continue with Sarin here now by building us a road. Once again, I would like to, yeah, respect the terrain a bit, but we still need to go around these deposits that we have, because otherwise we're going into a bit of a trouble here. And here we can make a little slope that goes then down here onto the King's Road all the way up again. That is something. And up here, well, we can start with building us a bit of a road network, I should say. Something like this, going into, wait a second, going into this forest here. Yes, this makes the most sense for my logging industry. So we will have something like a road then that goes here, close to the trees. And there is my hunting area over there. So we definitely should also put this into consideration, so that we have the hunter not too far away from that, somewhere over here, right? And with that, we can already start with getting the first buildings on the way. That would be the hunting camp somewhere over here that we can have. And of course, what you always need is your logging camp. So that's something we're going to have over here, together with the woodcutter that we need for our firewood. I can actually make it just here. That's the safest bet, right? And we also have the fishes, and we can also go with beekeeping, but we would need the planks here. But the fishing is down there, so plenty of food supply really for this village, right? It's February. They're not going to particularly like that it's winter right now, but it's going to be fine because it's already the end of winter. You should not start a settlement at the beginning of winter, right? It's just putting a lot of penalty onto your mood, basically. So people will really not like you for this. Okay, let's continue with this road then all the way through the central plateau, so that we have this crossroad there in the center. And of course, the main goal for this settlement here is the iron production, and also down the road, because that's something that we can see right away. Beautiful farming, right? So especially this area is rich with it. That's perfect. And especially also the southern area of the plateau and this area. So for settlement, we're probably going with this area here primarily. Well, as you can see, the whole territory is green, right? So it doesn't really matter. We could have another farming area over there. Flax-wise, it's also fine. That is something that I love, because we're going to need lots of flax. And barley is also nice. So this is just, it's going to be glorious here, honestly, with all those juicy resources waiting for harvesting. Bodies need burial. Oh, this is actually bad. We have, from the battle, all these dead ones. So we need to do this right now, honestly. Otherwise, we are going to lose people. So I would like to have my corpse pit. And let's have the corpse pit... yeah, on the other side of the forest, honestly. So that we have this road around. Right, and then it goes over here and then into my settlements or something like that. And we will super urgently need to assign someone to that, because otherwise this penalty will just go up, and it already goes up. This could be problematic. Oh, very expensive for all taxes at this point. Let's just focus on that. Homelessness will then also kick in, but -8 already on the unburied bodies. Let's go ahead and assign 3 families to that. We need to get rid of this problem ASAP. It's a lot of bodies. 139. This might be a problem, honestly. Might be something I haven't considered. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of work for Sarin, unfortunately. Yeah, we're going down to negative to 31 now, so I think below 30 we're going to see the first people leaving. It's important that we make this one 29. Let's assign a 4th family to that. We really need to speed it up. Most important thing. I mean, we have 4 months of food supply left, so that's fine. There's the logging camp. So since we do need logs above all else, I might consider assigning the last family to them. And we are basically going to make this forest here our lumber forest then. Okay, we need to head back to Sleepy Hollow, so it gets a bit more complicated now. We need to expand the retinue. It gets complicated because we now have 2 settlements to manage, basically. They're 2 completely independent ones. And yeah, probably can't speed up time that often anymore as I would love to. In Sleepy Hollow, though, right now things are stable. So we got the planks, the timber. Food-wise, it's also fine. Those 6 months is not ideal, but we're at the end of winter, so Sleepy Hollow will have hopefully plenty of flour and grain. There you go. So there's still lots of bread coming out of that. This seems to be really nasty. I'm not able to finish this on time. We still have 112 bodies left. And 21 approval ratings, so we're definitely going to lose a family now. Got a bit more logs out. So what we can do with those logs is start building some burgages. This is super important that we do it ASAP, because I want to get rid of the homelessness debuff that we have. So let's finish this road. So it basically goes over here. This is then a bit of an industry area. This is a bit of a farming area. So we can start with the first houses somewhere here. So I would like to have this one as a marketplace, of course, that we always need. But those 3, let's disassign this family and reassign them to the construction. And then we can have 2 more. Probably we'll have them... Let's have a road here. Right. And then we can have... Yeah, let's have another 2 over here. Something like that, just behind those trees. Oh, we could have 3 more here. This is ideal, because with that, I have room for another growth. Just in case, you know. Right now, I think we're going to shrink first. It's not going to be avoidable. We'll lose someone here now. At least we have the timber for the homes. That's important. And then we have... yeah. Still all of that. Wait a second. Where are the bodies? They're gone? It looks like the bodies are gone, but we still have the penalty. Okay, the first houses are coming along. I've assigned a 2nd family now, a 3rd family to construction. Food-wise, we're where exactly? 25 bread. That's okay. Look at that! We haven't lost the family. The penalty is gone, and now it's only the homelessness penalty. But that's absolutely fine. Perfect. I'm continuing structuring my village here. So there is another road like this, because there we have a bit of an industries. And look at that, all 3 of them are close together. That's really neat. So to me, of course, it makes sense to have the storehouse somewhere here then, right? Because there's going to be lots of materials coming in here. That's the wood, the planks, and that's the raw materials from here. So a storehouse in this area absolutely makes sense. And the granary, honestly, also wouldn't be so bad somewhere here too. So let's have both of them together again, just like we already did with in the other city, right? So I'm probably going to have my storehouse somewhere, yeah, here by the crossing, right? And then also the granary right next to it. Oh, we don't need more timber for that. So, assign a family again. So here's the general storage area and industry area then again, right? And then we have plenty of room for farming. It's gonna be great. We probably will have 3 farmhouses being able to work here to supply Sleepy Hollow with food. Okay, also housing is coming along, so almost all the families have something. The main thing is, first of all, we level up, great. The main thing is that we get immigration starting in Sarin. For Sleepy Hollow, it's fine right now. There's no families moving in right now though. Taxation is the major thing, but we need to get more taxes in. Regional wealth is at 1,500. We are still selling shoes, the small shields. We have plenty of them. And the war bows should also be ready for being sold. There it is. And do we sell a lot? Yeah, the fish is the main seller. Bows is looking fine. The shields are coming in. The shoes are kicking. That's it though. I think we're still importing. Never. No, we're not doing that. We're not importing stone anymore, even though we would probably need it. We are also having the tools, but that's at 10, so this is not a problem. Exporting the shoes. And how's it looking with the iron? Also no trade here, so this should be higher, honestly. In Sarin, we have now everything ready for the granary. So I can have it right beside this one. And food-wise, we're at 3 months, so yeah, let's assign a family also to the hunting, so that we can start getting some meat in.
Summer's coming soon.
And this one, money-wise, we are sitting at 100 regional wealth for Sarin, so it's tricky. Let's not do this for now. I think we should be fine with the food that we get from the wild animals. And, of course, a fisher. So let's go ahead and get us a fisher done. The fisherman's hut. In this case, the pond is down here. It should be fine to have the fisherman somewhere in this area. Let's have it close, really, to the granary. Another thing I should probably go for is a well, so that we have some fresh water. And yeah, this is going to be a marketplace, so let's have the well also here around the market area. And one thing that we can already do now in Sarin is building us a pack station. So this one here, set up a barter connection, allowing you to send and receive goods between this and another region. And that one we can have then, yeah, somewhere here. I would like to have it close to my storehouses, as it makes the most sense. Let's also have us a road here, right, so that we can have several of them here then together, just in case. And let's build the first one. And we should also build one in Sleepy Hollow. So we do have our trading area down here with my trading post, storehouses. So we are also going to have now those mules then here. In fact, this is a very nice location here to set this up. Just beside the hitching posts. This one here, by the way, let's also upgrade. And here we do have 2. Yeah, we do have 2. Yeah, we don't have workforce in Sleepy Hollow for this. Doesn't matter. 58 approval. We should be seeing a family coming in. I could also just reassign someone from the logging camp, because we have, yeah, we're sitting on almost 100 timber in Sleepy Hollow. 2 people unassigned in Sarin. The important thing here is now that we can import then also things like a leather, for example, that I don't have in huge quantities here, right? We do have the hunting there, but it's only 20 animals. It's not a lot. The fishermen are on their way. It's taking time for them though, right? So this is really far away. I could, to speed it up, have a road here. They would then prefer the road, of course, and it's going to make that connection here. So you have a direct connection now from the pond to Sarin. They should be using the road then on their way back. It's a beautiful location here, surrounded by trees. What a nice workplace. Just in general, what a nice view from Sarin. Look at that. We can see Sleepy Hollow over there in the distance. It's big church. Beautiful. And after working a bit on the planks in the saw pit in Sarin, we can also build now a church already. That is something I would really like to kick off before we use all the workforce we have, for happiness sakes, right? So I'm going to have this church here right in the center of it all. And probably can also have another nice road then here. Righto, and with that we should be getting rid of all the penalties then. The other penalty is that we don't have a market yet. Once the church is finished though, we have everything in. Yeah, food is going up, fuel is going up, so we don't need someone for the fuel all the time. And the saw pit also doesn't need anyone to work right now. So with that we should be fine. Treasury wise, we are really fine. That's nothing I can see here. And by the way, for the development points, we are of course focusing in Sarin all the way on farming. So this is what I like really. You can really then specialize your territories into something. So if we had a deep mining here available, I could go for deep mining. If we had lots of hunting grounds, I could focus this territory on hunting. But of course, it's going to be farming. So we need to grow this though in order to get those development points. So that's going to be one of the most important things here really. Alright, we have lots of logs. I don't need that much timber though anymore. So we're going to assign 2 families now to the construction of the church. It's gonna take a while. We are also stockpiling some food and some hides, and I might also then need to build me a tannery, right? We can actually start this right away to get the ladder in. This is important to get the approval rating up. So I'm gonna have my, yeah, it's a smelly business, the tannery. Let's just have it right beside my hunting area, and with that it's all together over there. Taking the hides, producing leather, and then getting it to the storehouse. And the storehouse gets it then to the marketplace. So the major goal for this year would be, for year 12, would be that Sarin is self-sufficient and grows in population. That would be the main goal. We'll just see. I think we can manage. Depends on how long that church takes. And yeah, another thing I would like to do in the meantime is claim my next territory. Sleepy Hollow is ready for it. We got the soldiers. We can also hire some mercenaries. Like, I think one of them should be fine. A mixed one that goes with melee and archers. And perhaps also the cheap ones here, the Wayward Sons. I can take all of them and already move them over. Oh, they're starting in this area anyway. That's great. And at the same time, I can take my own troops, at least those that have it. This, the crossbow, of course, and also get them over there. A bit short on melees, perhaps. Should be fine. It's not gonna be an easy battle, of course, but it should be fine. And then claim this one with influence. Go ahead and do this. He will, of course, say no to that. And the idea here is that we do it as quickly as possible, so that he doesn't even have the chance of, you know, starting his offense again there as well. Where's the battle? Interesting, right? The battle is up here. Why? Okay. This is the battleground. And I can make it worth a while. No, of course not. There he is already moving. Yeah, we're going to set camp here. Gonna be interesting, really. Battle begins. We have the major forces in this area for now, so it should be fine. Put them up here. Let's mix them a bit. Also some over there. And of course we have ours stretched a bit with standing the ground. Okay, the first ones can already shoot. The higher ground really should be on our advantage here. I don't know why the retinue doesn't have it. Oh, look at that. They're coming in from behind as well, other side of the map. But they shouldn't really attack Sarin. They should go for the battleground primarily. That's what I would expect. Okay, my archers are stuck, unfortunately, it seems. They're not moving. Now they're moving. Okay, they're gone already. Let's attack the archers down there. And especially focus on the retinue as always. Broken, perfect. Okay, the other forces are over there right now. They're not doing anything, right? Please don't tell me they're attacking Sarin now. Nah, they're marching through. Perfect. That would have been strange. And we won. That was quick. No big retaliation on the Baron's front so far. Nice. And we got ourselves another territory. Let's immediately disband anyone. That's just a lot of people not getting back home. And of course, as always, let's assign as many people as possible to the corpse pit. Get rid of the few corpses we have. And here, Altbruch it's called. We have rich berry deposits and also, yeah, more stone if we need to. No iron, but that's okay. But the berries are going to be nice for us. Also, it's very close to Sleepy Hollow. Super! And with that, we have expanded to 3 territories already. For the last one, we don't have the influence, unfortunately, so I would need to do something else. Another ruler's army. Oh yeah, that's them on their way back home again. Now, let's focus on Sarin again. Firewood is fine. 9 months of firewood supply. The church has been finished. In the meantime, as expected. We can also build now a market. Right here. Let's just... yeah. No harm in just making the whole area the marketplace here. As it should be. Right. And then we have 2 families ready. One of them for the granary. And one of them for the storehouse. And with that, we also have now the first market stalls coming up in Sarin. By the way, we have a drought. Things are happening so quickly sometimes. That means we need to force an early harvest now. And I think we already lost quite a bit. Yeah. Holy cow, that's going to be a bad harvest. I did not realize we are on a drought because of the attack, obviously. And of course, that drought had to happen when we went to the offensive, right? So I couldn't focus on that. And now we lost, I think, half my harvest for this year. That's going to be super bad because it was already at 100. Holy cow, it dropped very quickly. Sometimes, you know, I just really don't like this game. I don't know why we need to have a drought now in the middle of combat, but okay. Those coincidences, they can really kill you though. So, that's that. Back to Sarin, we should still survive though. Even though food will definitely dwindle in Sleepy Hollow. Sarin is looking fine with the meat and the fish. Not really having a lot of mouths to feed right now. And also now we have the market stalls. So there should really be nothing in the way anymore now. The last family, we can now move from the woodcutter to the tannery so that we can also have the first ladder inbound. That's important because with that we will then push. And yeah, it was just really that bad. The harvest is only 30 rye this year. So we still have plenty of, you know, bread from last year's harvest. But, oh, actually not. I will just see how it affects it long-term wise. It's hard to tell right now, but this was a very bad year for the harvest. And we might run into a problem now with the food supply. We'll just see. Okay, so this is fine now for Sarin, right? And we need to do the same thing basically now. Yeah, we can afford it for this area here. So once again, we're just going to say now, build me a settler camp. And here, yeah, basically we have the central area available to us. How's the farming looking? Bad here anyway, that's great. In general, it's a very bad farming area, right? So this will be primarily for berry collection. And probably also for, yeah, a bit of stone mining. So we don't need to do this in Sarin. But outside of that, it's going to be a very small area here for us to really do something. Let's take only 250 coin out of my pockets for it. And then we basically start with a road here again. Corpses? Please don't tell me we have corpses here. Where? Okay, they died in Sleepy Hollow, right? So they're just here on the border. That's where the corpses are. And there's no corpses in Altbruch. I think so. Sometimes it's not taking over. No, there's no corpses here. Perfect. So once again, we're starting. I mean, we have plenty of wood here. With a logging camp. Definitely a firewood camp. And we're gonna make... Here, where's the water? Okay, so the water we probably can have here. So that we have our market just here somewhere by the main road. Right, we could have a very stretched market area like this. That's absolutely fine. And then we can have some housing here. Food-wise, of course, we have the berries. It's August. That should be fine, really. So for the first time, we can have the forager hut. That is then starting to collect some food for us. Even though the forager hut, of course, does not provide hides. There's no hunting. There's hunting here. Perfect. Very important that we get both of that going. So let's have some hunting here. And there's then a road probably also leading here. And then another road here. So that we can start structuring that village here a bit. It's gonna be a very important village, really, for the berries alone. That will stabilize our food economy. Okay, they're starting now. The well is on its way. New motivated settlers. The thing with those guys is a very bad location, really, right? They're just here where the Baron usually spawns. So this will be tricky. And they also have no territorial advantages like elevation. So yeah, whenever the Baron claims this territory, we need to be super quick with our soldiers getting over there. Otherwise, this will lead into catastrophe. Something I wanted to start in Sleepy Hollow really is, what we probably will not be able to do now, is taxing with the tithe. Because the tithe gives you influence. And we just need 100 more influence. And then we can claim another territory. And I would like to do this because then we have total map domination. But this year is bad. I'm not doing it this year. We are very stretched with food now. There's basically no bread coming in this year. So we're probably looking at a very dire time for Sleepy Hollow. And I need to save some money to import food. That's why we need the other territories. We're still in the drought, by the way. So you can see this on the ground. Let's finish the logging camp quickly. Really? 1,300. There's the logging camp. Let's assign someone to that right away. Let's also get the work area going. By the way, Barris is full despite the drought. There's no problem here, really. Hunting camp. Let's assign a family to get the first hides and leather in. Or hides and meat. Woodcutter. Very important. And then we have 2 more families for the forager hut. There you go. Also going to assign someone to that right away to start the berries. And 1 family continues with construction. Basically as always. Now here's something interesting. We have a homelessness debuff in Sleepy Hollow. I still have 3 living spaces available though, so I have no idea who's homeless. The corpses are gone, right? Yeah, so we don't need those here anymore. So that's 5 unassigned families that we have. So I can readjust here with the logging camp again. And Sarin has enough food, enough fuel coming in. So Sarin will survive the winter. There should be no penalties anymore from now on, right? So we have the market. Applying all 3 types of goods now. Let's also move the hitching post to my storage area. 1 family is unassigned. Not the granary though. It's not the fisher. It's not the... Oh, it's the hunter. No, it's not the hunter. But I think up here... it's fine. Yeah, so Sarin is pretty much completed for this year. I don't need to worry about that settlement anymore for now. It's fully self-sufficient. Altbruch definitely has a problem because it's September. Food will be fine. The woodcutter has been finished, so we could assign now someone to that. And we should have timber. There you go. So let's start building us the burgages. And there is going to be my market area, I would like to start with having some burgages here. Oh, this looks strange. Still looks strange. Let's just see. This could be possible. Let's get rid of this road again. Probably not the best idea. I think this works better. And then we can have our burgages here. Definitely better, though we are not having enough logs right now. Three? Please give me 3 houses here at least. Thank you very much. Another 4 timber, so we can have 2 more burgages, and let's just have them here really behind the other one. Oh, we could even squeeze in 3. Okay, let's do this. Let's have some 3 here. Then this road going into the forest. I like this more because it's a bit more compact, right? And here we're probably going to have a church then again. Stuff like that. The good thing is we had a very good apples harvest though. 74 apples is a lot really. Also meat is coming in at a higher pace right now. So this leads to 7 months of food. So we are definitely going to last through winter. And the rye has not been shredded yet. So, or thrashed yet. So that's gonna be nice. 2,100 wealth is also leading to a nice taxation. So I'm still waiting for next year for the tithe though. Really don't wanna stretch it too far. Also, Altbruch is going to be renamed to Martino, also one of my long-term Patreon supporters. Thank you very much. And what we can still do here now is we're first of all finishing now those 3 burgage plots. So everybody has a house plus 1 room for immigration. And food, of course, will be no problem here, right? Ever. Like Martino is just super set up here with the berries and the hunting. So this can supply a pretty big population overall. The other thing though is that we still need to have now here is of course the granary and the storehouse. And I'm gonna have them here because with that we can have then also pack station here somewhere. So gotta make sure that we can squeeze all of this in. So this is perfect. Right, pack station, storehouse and granary. Make sure that we have 2 people doing this right now. And there's the granary set up in this area. Since there's not going to be a lot of farming, right, this location is fine because we got the berries and the hunting over there. And Martino also leveled up. Got its first point now to spend. Really, I have no idea. We probably could go with doubles capacity of wild berries. This would lead to 400 wild berry deposits being available here. Or, you know, in number. Pretty huge deal, honestly. Now that I think about it, we also don't have sheeps at the moment. So sheep might be another thing that we could use. The wool would be great for getting linen in. And with that also high quality clothing. And construction from Martino continues with the storehouse and the granary. Next in line, we can already go with the marketplace here. So I'm probably just going to have it here. Set up. That's nice and neat. This is where people can then buy stuff. And another thing we should probably start with is the saw pit. Somewhere here close to my logging camp. And of course, can we actually afford it? The tannery. We do need a few more planks for this. Taxes are fine. And we still have 100 days left. So the royal taxes we can pay. And just as the year is coming to an end, we have the planks. I would like to get a few more planks in though. One more family that we have. There's the planks. Very good. So let's unassign them and let's start building us a wooden church for Martino. Or should we have it here? You know what? Let's have it here. That's a nice location for it. And we also have the planks now for the tannery. Just one more log. 2 people. Yep, they're going to finish the church. The penalty that no marketplace is there is kicking in now. There's the tannery. Let's have the tannery probably also somewhere here. By the saw pit. It's already loud there, so let's also have it stinky. And in that case, once these two are finished, Martino's also set for life. Very good. How's it looking in Sarin? I'm expecting a positivity here. Yes, we got 57, though no one has moved in yet, right? But at least it's coming in. We got 25 months of fuel supply? How is that even possible? I've never seen such a number. Holy cow. We should really stop with the woodcutter here. We got firewood for 2 years. And the food is also fine with 10 months. So that's great. With that, we can have one family once again on the tannery doing its job. And then we basically just wait. And as we can see, yeah, food supply for Sleepy Hollow is looking a bit dire. 5 months. A bit of bread is coming in now. But that's it. So hopefully the harvest is going to be better this year. So far so good. That was a very successful episode, I should say. We got 2 more territories. Both of them are now settled. Both of them are now working and self-sufficient. And then we can start with the trading here. And of course, there's still another territory up there that we need to get to defeat the Baron here once and for all. I hope you enjoyed this one, Manor Lords. Fantastic playthrough so far, I think. For the glory of Sleepy Hollow it is, of course. Stay tuned.